I don't know if we've ever done specifically in its own video, but it is one that hopefully can save us all a lot of money. And that is how to save the most on Amazon. Now, obviously, one of the best ways to do that would be to not shop on Amazon, but that's not really realistic for most of us. There's probably a lot that you are grabbing online. And so as we talk tonight, I will say a chunk of these tips would work with any online shopping, but we are totally going to focus on Amazon just to make sure that we aren't missing anything. And I kind of rushed in here and forgot to make out notes, so I may feel a little scatterbrained as I get my head screwed on and get focused on where we're going tonight. But I do have a lot that I want to share with you guys. So first off, with Amazon, is Prime worth having? That's the number one question that I get from a lot of folks right now. There are ways to save that are exclusively for Prime members. I don't know that the savings is that massive to cover the, what is it, like $129 or $39 a year now. So if you are questioning your Prime membership, I would encourage you to make sure that you are taking advantage of all the perks or features that you have in your Prime membership. But I would also encourage you to maybe make sure that you wouldn't save more through Walmart Plus, or maybe no membership and just shopping through Target. So the reason here is it's the free shipping. That's why most of us originally signed up for Prime. And I'm not gonna, hold back any punches here, but I know for us, I'm gonna probably assume for most of you, Amazon shipping is not what it used to be. And we can actually get packages faster through other online services. So with all of my savings tips here for you, I can't make Prime cheaper. And you are really the one that has to make that decision as to whether or not Prime is something you want to pay for. Most of the ways that we can save on Amazon don't require a Prime membership. So just to keep that in mind, it's your call if you want to pay for it. Yes, they do have streaming, but there's a lot of free streaming that's out there too. So just going to leave it hanging on whether or not you have a Prime membership. And maybe we should do a video just on Walmart Plus versus Amazon Prime. Sounds like a good idea for next week. So as I dive into this, we've kind of hit that one. I will say for Amazon Prime, in terms of a way to save on Amazon Prime, you can actually have a Prime account that you're sharing with other family members. So do make sure that you have gone in and that you have looked at that. Can I share my Amazon account maybe with my parents, with my sister, and that we're still following the rules of that, but you are able to share a Prime account. I love that Amazon tries to push a Amazon student membership, but honestly, your kids, they can stay on your Prime account. There's not a reason for your kids to need their own account. So if you've not ever seen this inside Prime, where I am right now, this is kind of our Prime membership. This is manage your Prime membership page. And right at the bottom is manage your household. So you can share your Prime benefits with someone who lives with you, including 2-day shipping, Prime Video, Prime Reading. Now, their focus is that it's not, they want it to be someone in your house. Guys, your kid, you are paying all of their bills in college. So I do not ever think you should pay for a Prime membership for a student. And in all honesty, you can have so many addresses in your Amazon account that they are not going to care that it is yet a different address that you are mailing things to. The same for me. When I run giveaways, I have a ton of addresses when I'm ordering from Amazon to end up sending all of those prizes out. Amazon's not going to come back and be like, that wasn't your address. That wasn't your address. It's not a big deal. So take advantage of the fact that they do allow you to share your Prime benefits with family members and plug in definitely your college kids and actual family members in there. For years, my dad and stepmother were sharing our Prime account. I think they randomly decided to get their own. I don't really know why, but they did. But you can do that too. And that was way back in the day. They just been in our account, never really updated it. So that is a feature, could be a way that you feel like you are stretching your Prime membership to cover a little bit more than just you. and maybe in a sense brings down the cost when you think about it covering more folks that way. Oh, Anna, so off topic really fast. Anna's got a question on airline travel. Could I post the link for good airline ticket prices? My son and daughter-in-law plan to travel to Colorado Springs from East Tennessee. So Anna, my go-to for playing around with that is flights.google.com. And when you head to google.com/travel, but just type in flights.google.com and you'll get there, or flights into Google, you'll get there. The reason here is that you're able to plug in multiple airports hitting this plus sign of where you're willing to travel from. So when you say East Tennessee, maybe you're willing to travel out of Knoxville. Maybe they're willing to drive down to Atlanta, Asheville, plug in whatever those airports are that they're willing to go out of, and then plug in the airports that they're willing to go into. And then once you do that, it's going to spit out what the general price range is if they're flexible on their dates. So it's a really easy one to play with. Because you mentioned flights, it's totally off topic, guys, but I'm a little excited about this deal. And I want to figure out, I don't even know where to go, but I want to figure out how to go somewhere. Maybe my husband and I just need a weekend away. But Southwest, guys, through Wednesday is offering a really, it helps if you spell Southwest correctly. I'm like, why is this not secure? Southwest is offering a companion deal, and it's on their homepage the minute you load their homepage. So Southwest right now, if you book any Southwest ticket between now and Wednesday, you got to book by Wednesday for travel through May. You are going to get companion flies free for a month and a half. That's not just one flight, but for a month and a half, you will have buy one, get one tickets on Southwest. So pretty sweet. If you've got any trips that you want to take, this could be an encouragement for them too. Anna, Southwest doesn't fly out of every city in that area. They may have to do a little bit of hunting to find where Southwest will go, but that could be a fun one too. So totally not Amazon there, but thought I would share. Okay, so to jump back over to Amazon, Shelly's chiming in on the Amazon and sharing is get the student discount and share their Amazon Prime, put you on their account versus them on you account. I guess you could do that for getting that student discount on Amazon. So they give you 6 months for free with an Amazon student account. And then after that, it is a decreased price for Amazon Prime. Okay, let's talk the biggest thing that does save the most on Amazon, and that is Amazon Subscribe and Save. So with Amazon Subscribe and Save, you plug in all the things that you love about Amazon and all the things you want, and hopefully you're going to get some extra discounts there. I'm going to slide this guy over. There we go. So you see all of our current Subscribe and Save items. So the big thing with Amazon Subscribe and Save, and this I think confuses a lot of folks because we share these deals as often as we find them, trying to emphasize that you can always cancel them. You really don't ever want to continue a Subscribe and Save order past the first shipment. You got a coupon on the first shipment. You're going to hopefully get your 15% top level savings on that first shipment. But I don't want to keep it after that because that coupon only works one time. So the second shipment, I'm back to paying full price. So you're usually going to get in the habit of ordering something and then canceling it before it ships again. So for example, this is our Subscribe and Save order that is set to come in 8 days. I can still make adjustments to this. I think I can make adjustments for maybe another 2 or 3 days. I can come in here and modify anything that I want. The biggest thing is that I want 5 items. So some of these items, you may look at this and be like, why does Jenny keep Green Giant canned vegetables in her Subscribe and Save order? Well, if you looked, you would see that they live there, and they live there like every 2 months because they are my filler items. They are making sure that I'm always at 5 items. They cost $1, and then I'm getting 15% off of them. So they really end up costing like 85 cents in the end. So you want to find some little things that you can keep hanging around in your Subscribe and Save to keep you at 5 items. And why I want to do that, if you notice underneath all these items, they say saving 15%, saving 15%. If I take my Subscribe and Save order down to 4 items or less, that 15% drops down to a 5% savings. That's a pretty huge drop. So if you are going to use Subscribe and Save, you always keep 5 items in your Subscribe and Save. Find little things, Scrub and Bubbles, a can of Rotel, little tiny things. If you've got 5 items, then you could come in and I could hit the skip button and send all of these to the next month. Just keep them there. Make sure I got 5 items, move them out if I don't need them. Now, it's also really easy to cancel these. So I left this guy in here to cancel. I could hit the skip button on these trash bags. We've ordered them. We've already applied the coupon. Maybe I don't want to hold them around anymore in my account. I could hit skip. They're going to bump all the way down to August for me because I have them set at every 4 months, and I'll explain that in a second. Or I could click and I could hit you know what? I've changed my mind. I don't actually want to grab this, and so I'm going to hit cancel subscription. It's always going to ask you why. Tell them the truth if you want to. It's way too much money. I no longer use this product, or I usually do. The product is too expensive. I don't want to buy it again. Cancel my subscription. That's all I had to do. So this item goes away. It's no longer there. So you can very easily add things and take things away. Now, when I click on subscriptions, you start to see everything. There's a lot that we have ordered in the past or that is still live. So I do hit the skip button a bit. It's a little faster than having to do the extra steps, and you can just keep hitting skip if you want to, but you don't have to. So I want to go back. I want to see just what's coming in April's box, then come back, go to under your account, go to Subscribe and Save items, and that's going to put it back in what I'm looking at just for this month. And you can see that those trash bags have gone away. So actually, I just have 2 deals in here right now. I just added them into my account a couple days ago using coupons on these. And they'll sometimes even show you that when you click in what, I'm just going to try to see. It used to show you the coupons you were using. But both of these had like 25% off coupons on them, stacking in with the Subscribe and Save. And that's why we want to do this. So I really just want 5 items here. I could go ahead and skip a few of these. Yep, skip it, send it all the way to June. I'm going to remove anything I want down to, skip that item. Now I've got 5 items. I still have my 15% off. I'm keeping my scrubbing bubbles and my Windex, and life is happy. If I wanted to add in a 5th item, maybe tonight as we're going through, I find something else, I could remove one of those others or skip one of those others. So they're still hanging around. They're still helping me out when I need them for a 5th item. I don't have to go find them again, but I don't need them this month either. They're okay to just skip and hold on to. So how do we find these deals to be able to add them in? The best way to do that is up here. Along the header, you see coupons. So click on coupons. And then on the right-hand sidebar, you will see Subscribe and Save. And that's really where we want to go. We want to go specifically to the coupons that are Subscribe and Save. Note, they're not Prime exclusive. They're Subscribe and Save. So if you don't have a Prime membership, you can still use these. And then here, this is like my tip everywhere I am, right? You can look at most popular, but you can also sort this by discount. So make this easy on yourself if you want. Most popular is usually kind of looking at sorting by discount too. And right now they're kind of pushing pet food a lot. So if you don't really care about pet food, let's click on grocery and gourmet. I can see all of the options of some of the top coupons that are out there. So if I wanted to get some Kind granola bars, we can get an extra 25% off with Subscribe and Save on these granola bars. So let's click through and just show you how that would work. So they're going to apply the 15% Subscribe and Save, and they're going to apply a 25% on your first Subscribe and Save order. Now, keep in mind that's on an order of 1, so that's the 25% is only coming off of 1 item and only coming off your first order. So if I wanted to stack these 2 together, I can. And it's going to be, really the math is in your favor. It takes the 25% off first, and then it applies the 15% to whatever is left. So my number 1 tip for Subscribe and Save orders, remember, well, it's really my number 2 tip. Number 1 tip is we never order it again, right? You're chanting that to yourself. You're only going to get this deal 1 time. because I don't ever want to order it again, I want to cancel the order. I'm not going to have that 25% coupon on the second order. I always set the delivery over here in the corner to not come for like 4 or 5 months. Give yourself a ton of time to get back into your Amazon account and cancel it. I don't have to remember to do it in 1 month. It can be out of sight, out of mind for a while. They are really good. They are going to send you an email like, hey, you need to go on and double check your subscribe and save order. It's going to ship. So set it far out, 5 months, click the setup now. It's going to tell you your total, even with tax on this. So it's going to pull up everything here in a second and show you kind of the full plan of how much this is going to cost so that you can decide, do I want to order this? So let me zoom in over here. I can see the full breakdown, my subscribe and save, 15%, my 25% on the coupon savings, getting it all. And just to show you that math, guys, you may not be a super math person, but 25% of $16.99 is $4.25. So it is taking it off the full value, and then it's taking the 15% subscribe and save. The fact that it lists it in opposite order kind of confuses you, but that's in your favor. I want 25% off of a much bigger value and then 15% off of the next value. So just so you're kind of following that. So the total for that box in the end is $10.19, and then it is going to give me the tax. So just so you kind of see, so these are 18 count boxes. To also put that into perspective, that's the same as going in and grabbing, basically, it is a variety pack. You're basically going into the store and grabbing 3 of these boxes. In the store, you would get those for like $5.99. Sometimes BOGO in Publix, but not often. So you're getting them for basically like buy 2, get 1 free in the end. It is a good deal. So it's whenever we can stack that coupon along with subscribe and save. So again, to back up there, we clicked on coupon at the top, and then we clicked on subscribe and save that was in that right-hand bar. I went to grocery. I just want to look at the top grocery offers, or the ones that folks are liking the most. There's a lot here in grocery, a lot of coffee. A lot of coffee just lives here, I'll warn you. A lot in household supplies though too, so don't just stop at grocery. There are a lot of coupon offers. The coupon only comes off that first order. That's why we're canceling it after the first order. But guess what? After you cancel it, those coupons come back. And so many times I can come back in, and let's sort by discount here, and I'll find that same offer and that same coupon later. And I can order it again, and I can use the coupon again. I would not be able to do that had I not canceled it originally. So when I showed you all the things that are kind of just waiting there to be canceled, I really need to clean that out. If you already have a subscription on those items, you will not see any new coupons pop in on those items. So it can be kind of a bummer. And it is better to clean out, in a sense, your subscriptions versus me being lazy sometimes and just hitting the skip button. So Etta asks, how much does it cost? So Amazon Subscribe and Save is free. This is just part of shopping on Amazon. It's just available on Amazon. And having 5 or more items is giving you the 15% off. It is not required to have a Prime account to be able to use Subscribe and Save. So anybody can use Subscribe and Save, and there's no cost to do that. With Subscribe and Save, if you do not have Prime, there can be a shipping cost in there. So that's another perk for having 5 or more items in your cart, because they're all going to ship at the same time. So it's like you're checking out on all of them at the same time. And as long as you had $35 worth in your cart, if you don't have Prime, you're not going to pay shipping. So you do have to factor that in if you don't have a Prime. But Subscribe and Save, completely free to use, and you should. It is a really great way to take advantage of all the features in Amazon Prime for you when you're looking at your benefits, and making sure you're getting just everything they're offering you, that you're really doing that. So another one on that side, if you're trying to get the best of your membership, and this is one that not a lot of folks use, is the fact that you can do prescriptions through Amazon. So if you've not ever done prescriptions through Amazon, they actually make it pretty easy for you to compare your prices. So you come And I'll actually just stick this link in for you guys in the comments so you can go straight here. But you put in your meds and you will see what Amazon would charge for that particular med. And you can make the decision there if you want to on whether or not that med is better at Amazon or worse than what you currently have. It'll compare all your local pharmacies to, kind of like GoodRx already does for you if you're using that app. But in terms of saving on prescriptions, delivery is free. I can get that 3-month supply if I wanted to on a lot of medications, which is also going to make it a little cheaper. With 3-month supply, your physician does have to write the prescription to be for a 3-month supply. So if you're wanting that larger supply, you have to ask your physician to do that just to, make sure we're all on the same page. But it is a significant discount over some of your local pharmacies. So could be a feature that you're not taking advantage of that is there. Okay. And yes, Jill, so hopefully you saw my husband commented too. So this video always saves. You can always come and watch it again from the videos tab on our Facebook page, or it's right there on our YouTube page. Okay. Oh, good. Just checking in on all the other comments. And Sandy saying she got her child a Prime account when he was in college and they switched to using his account and they're still using his account. So great way to save on Prime. We've got 2 college students coming up soon. Maybe we should just all migrate to their account too. Okay, so prescriptions, other features of Amazon Prime. If you are, just curious, obviously your free delivery on orders. Same day delivery really depends on where you live. So I'm just going to mention that is not for everyone. We do not qualify on same day delivery. But as you can kind of get an idea here, Prime Video, you already knew, Prime Gaming, music, these are all available. Whether or not you use them is up to you. Not all of us love them for sure. I've heard a lot of complaints about Amazon Prime Music and the changes that they made. Kind of scrolling through just so I don't miss anything. They do give Prime members, we'll go here for a second because new ones just came out. Prime members do get free Prime Reading, which is like their paid version of Kindle Unlimited, but Prime Reading does give you a lot of books available that cost you nothing. I will tell you, if you use some of the free apps from your library, like Hoopla or Libby or Overdrive, Libby and Overdrive are the same app. They're the same books. So the same things that you will find in Libby and Overdrive, you're going to find in free Prime Reading. I don't know that there's a lot of differences there, but there are a lot of magazines. So maybe you haven't ventured into that, but if you love some of the magazines that are out there, you don't actually have to have a subscription. They're there in Prime Reading and you can read them every month when a new magazine comes out. So if you have always wanted to look at coastal living, you can. For me, it would just really make me want to move there. So it's not very good for my soul. But you get the idea. You can read everything you want. Prime Reading is free. This is not, Prime Reading is not Kindle Unlimited. So it's not where I'm paying a monthly fee here. Prime Reading is part of your Amazon Prime membership. So it's kind of just making sure you're not missing some of those features. And then Amazon First Reads. This is really what I was clicking on. So you will get each month, you can download free books. So these are the first reads for April, and you can download these books and start to read them if you want. It's early access basically to some books that are going to come out next month. And you can pick, I think you can pick more than one. I don't usually have time to read more than one, but they're all there. So enjoy any that you wanted. Okay, let's see. So to jump through some other ways, when we're shopping online, the biggest part with Amazon is knowing whether or not what you're looking at is actually a deal. And this is the trickiest part with Amazon because, in all honesty, they do all that they can to make you feel like it's a deal. So you're on the site, it's maybe even on this today only page, and you're thinking, oh, it's a really great price, we should grab this item. But in reality, maybe it's not. So we are, right now I'm on that today only, or the today deals. They're not necessarily all today only. Some of these are lightning deals, and you see like this ends in an hour and 23 minutes. Lightning deals probably are a decent discount for you. But beyond the lightning deals that are all going to end here in a second, a chunk of these are really going to be on sale much longer than today, or they live on sale. Let's pick on this little Bissell guy right here. He has been on that today only page for I don't even know how long. And so if you head over and you're pondering, like, is this a deal? Do I even know that I'm getting a great price on this little Bissell guy? It says it's 11% off. So there's two places I want you to go here. First, we're going to grab this URL at the top of the page, copy it, and then we're going to head to Camel, and plug it in. So if that's hard for you to remember, just remember the camels. We're going to head to Camel. We're going to paste it into the search bar at the top of the page, and it's going to tell you what that price has done over time. So I'm going to know, is today's $109.53 price a good price? Well, kind of not. It's been that price for about, this says a week. It's really been that price for longer than a week. It's kind of been coming back to this price over and over again. But I can see that they've hit a new price for it. Look at the price that it's done since the same little guy came out almost 14 years ago. The price has just continued to rise. But I get an idea of whether or not I have a decent price on it. How low has it gone? When was the last time it did go super low? I can check that too. So, I wasn't trying to head there and shop though. It will try to get you to head there and shop because it will end up making money when you hunt for it. But I can get an idea that, you know what, basically last November, Black Friday, that guy came down all the way to, what is that, like $90? Maybe even more like 89 in the end. I get an idea of where the price has been though, which is super helpful. Now, the other place I want you to go here, you're not going to want the URL. What I'm going to want is the name. So grabbing that Bissell little green multi-purpose, or it doesn't want to be grabbed, but still heading to Google, we're just going to type in Bissell little green, and we're going to let Google search this. So Google's search results are going to return shopping results at the top automatically that do show the sales on that item so that you can know, is what I'm looking at a decent price? So I can see the Amazon price isn't actually a sale price. You notice it's not even in green. The Amazon price is there. I can see the Kohl's price for it and the fact that it's on sale at Kohl's. I can see the Bissell.com price for it. This is just helping you make a wise decision. Do I have a decent price on this item? Walmart's got a version. It's not the same version, but a version that's as low as 99 bucks. You know, this is something to consider. So I've used Camel to spot, is it really on sale? Like Amazon was telling me with it being on that today only page. Maybe not. It's kind of been on that today page for a while, but then I can use Google to tell what are the other options before I dive into that Amazon option. And it's going to give you a lot of options. So those are your two resources. I know it's silly to tell you to Google something, but it's really these sponsored shoppings up here that are very helpful and helpful not in Amazon sense, because Google does not prioritize Amazon. It's actually interesting to even see it in the top 5. Usually to get Amazon, you got to click that more button and they're going to be over here. Google likes to prioritize brands that they can make some money on, and that isn't usually Amazon. So to head back over here, let's look at some others just to show you kind of another one that you will find is that sometimes in these deals, you're going to click on it. It's going to tell you that it's a great price. And then when you finally do click on it, you're going to realize, you know what, that wasn't, it wasn't actually a great deal. It wasn't actually maybe the 30% that they were telling me, or this list price, for example, was a price that maybe it only hit one time. Now this Breville, that might actually be a good price, but we'll play around with it, and we're going to look at that on camels too. So just to head back to the camels really quick, I just want you to see everything that you're looking at on that page. Plug in that URL to that toaster oven. I get that it's $127.95 right now, but I can see that really it's normally living not at the $179.99. So that's what Amazon was telling me. Amazon was saying its list price is here and you're saving this much off of it. Well, the camels are really what's keeping it real, and they're saying no. Its regular price on Amazon is really about $160. It's hit $179 back in 2019, 2020. We got a lot. That was a long time ago. But $160 is really its regular price. Now, $127's still a discount. And I'm not knocking the discount because it is right about the lowest price that we've seen for the last 2 years. But I am knocking that we cannot necessarily trust that top price from Amazon. So the camels, they're going to help you to see the realistic side of the deal that Amazon is promoting to you before you dive into that you've just done a little bit of homework on that to know that it really is the deal that you were hoping you were grabbing. Again, I could type this one in to Google and verify the price. Can still end up grabbing it on Amazon, but it's just a way to do your homework before you dive right in and just grab it. Now, one other thing that you can do with Amazon, and I didn't hook my phone up to show you guys this, but with Amazon, you can actually use the Amazon app in the store to help you search for a deal, so that maybe you are in Target and you're pondering a deal. Should I grab this in Target? Should I wait? Is it a better price somewhere else? So if you've not used the Amazon app, if you've got a membership, you should, just to, again, not miss anything. But up in the search bar of the Amazon app, you can see a little box next to the Ask Alexa for help that is bobbing up and down. I'm going to hit the box, and with that, it brings up a camera. So the camera is ready to go. It can automatically scan barcodes, or it can search. So I'm going to move it back. The barcode scanner brings up the barcode right there. Or if you notice down here, it goes barcode, but I can, oh, come on, don't do that. I can slide it over. So barcode, or click on search with the little search box right there. Boop, there we go. And bring in a much bigger search. This actually is more of a picture search now. So if I click on this and let's see what it ends up with. Yep, I pointed it at my kiddo's school cart, which is a little crazy. It pulled up the school cart. So if you're ever kind of in an area, it automatically was able to spot through the chaos of my kiddo's school cart what it was. It's actually pretty impressive because that school cart, it needs to be organized. But just to show you that feature is there. So if you're ever out and about and you want to know what something is or how much something costs, that's a fun feature. Again, it was in that search bar, pulling up the scan, using the box, the little box in the search bar right there that looks like a camera, or almost looks like the Instagram symbol. So you can use that to auto search something. Like, let's say you're walking around Goodwill and you're pondering, what is the value of this weird thing that I'm looking at? Using that part of the Amazon app in Goodwill is going to tell you, hey, new, this guy would cost this much. That's pretty sweet. It's a way to do some research for sure. It does have a barcode scanner. So if you are like looking for books or you're looking for grocery items, you can scan the barcode too. You don't have to always do the letting it guess and taking a picture part, but it is super, super easy to use that feature of the Amazon app to just do some research, to do some price guessing. That's not necessarily like a saving on Amazon, but that's just like saving in life. Way to use Amazon to find those deals or to find that price. Could also be great if you were selling items online and you wanted to know how much your item was worth. You're done. You've done some research right there. So a fun tip in all of that. Another thing I want to hit on for Amazon is their gift card offers. And I meant to try to find some time to hunt these down. But Amazon is really good at mimicking Target's deals. And I've mentioned this in the past, but if Target is running a gift card deal, and I'm pulling up the Target weekly ad to see what it is. Okay, so for example, I'm on the Target page on Southern Savers, and they're running a gift card deal this week on diapers. I have no doubt that if we came to Amazon and we typed in Huggies diapers, that we would probably find that Amazon is mirroring that Target deal. The Target deal can end up a little bit better, and yep, I already see it. Can end up a little bit better because Target does offer some coupons, but Amazon also offers those coupons. So this is a big one for you if you're trying to grab, the Target gift card deals, the diaper deals, the household deals. Maybe checking and seeing what Amazon is offering before you head to Target, because it kind of comes out in your favor on Amazon in the way that they handle the deal. In Target, you're leaving with a gift card to use on the next purchase. But on Amazon, when they mirror that deal, it's an instant savings deal. So this week in Target, when you buy $100 worth of diapers, you're going to get $20 off, or you're going to get a $20 gift card. On Amazon, you're going to get $20 off instantly. So all I did was came to Amazon, typed in Huggies diapers on the top, and immediately found one deal that's already part of this. So I can see that save $20 when you buy 100. Now, I don't actually want Huggies special delivery. Maybe you do. They're really expensive. So if I had a baby at this point, which we don't, I would not grab these, but I am going to click on it because it is going to lead me to all the rest of the participating items. So clicking on that item right here is my deal. And all I need to do is click shop items. And now I can see it says there's over 500 qualifying items that are part of this. All I had to do was find one of them and then click through the shop items. So if you see, just like all I did was look at the Target list on Southern Savers. I see there's a gift card deal on diapers, plug in a product and see if you can find it on Amazon, because now I can actually grab any of these that I wanted to. I'm going to get a $20 savings when I buy 100, but I am also going to be able to stack in some other deals. These actually end up being really good prices in the end. So let's go. I'm just going to pull up Pampers Swaddlers here just to show you what I mean by this. This is part of the deal, $100 when you buy, or sorry, $20 instant savings when you buy 100. Now, I don't really think you're going to want this much on size 1, but this is just going to be my example to you. Notice over here, this guy also qualifies for subscribe and save. Now, to be able to stack these two gets a little tricky, and I do have to buy $100 worth of this item because the subscribe and save, the way it's going to apply that $20 savings, I'm going to need it to be in this order. So maybe not all of this particular size 1. There are some mix packs where you can get 1s and 2s, but I just want to show you the gist. This $100 purchase, this is where it's the best part, guys. This $100 purchase that's needed before subscribe and save. So actually, to show you that even bigger, I want to back up. So let's go here, size 7s. I would hope at this point that you have potty trained somebody, but that doesn't always happen. So you wanted to grab 2 of these boxes, let's say, with subscribe and save. The price is $47.55. Don't cry, it's fine. The $100 purchase is before subscribe and save, which is $55.94. So if I add 2 of these into my cart, don't worry, I'm not going to check out. I don't want this many size 7 diapers, but I can show you what is going to happen math-wise. I'm adding 2 into the order, and now it's doing it. I have 15% off in subscribe and save. I have the $20 multi-buy discount, and then the total before tax, that's really what matters in the world, right? I'm getting both of those cases for $75.10, where their regular price was $111.88. So I'm stacking the $20 instant savings with the 15% off with subscribe and save. So I can actually do this in case you're like, ooh, I like that. You can grab these deals more than once. These instant savings deals, sometimes in Target, they're actually with a Target circle. So sometimes they're not even, I can only do them one time in Target. Well, on Amazon, I can actually add them to my cart and check out, and add more to my cart and check out. I don't want to add $200 to my cart. I am not going to get $40 in instant savings. I can just sit there and add them to my cart, get $100, get the $20 instant savings, do another deal, and do this more and more times if I want to. And Melody, again, no, you do not have to pay for subscribe and save. It's free. It's just a feature of Amazon. So with Subscribe and Save, that 15% discount, and I talked about this in the beginning, is because I have 5 items in my cart. So you do need to make sure you always have 5 items in your cart for the biggest discount. Because this is going to apply on every single item that I wanted to add. So if you need a bunch of pull-ups, if you are in potty training mode, I want to grab that $100 before Subscribe and Save, get the Subscribe and Save, get the extra savings discount. Even better if there's a coupon to plug in there too. Doesn't always work that way, but you can see when we're talking diaper deals, this is a fun one, and it's just one example. Let's see. Oh, and yes, that's a good point too. So thank you, William. William's let me walk you through kind of the more advanced way of doing this. Is saying that I could add this to the cart now. So let's say I add the pull-ups to the cart. I add the Pampers to the cart. Let's add both. And so once they're all in my cart, it's going to take a minute. There we go. I've qualified for the promotion. At this point, I could go to the cart, and from the cart, I could hit the save with Subscribe and Save, or sometimes from the actual cart, I can do, from the checkout, proceed to checkout. Don't worry, not gonna buy diapers. I can also do it here many times and do save today or up to 15%. The hard part is that I'm not going to get the full 15% when I choose this option. I'm just going to get the 5% of doing it right now. So if you figured out a way to get the full 15% after the add to cart, that would be awesome. But for me, I found if I want the full 15%, that I've got to stick with going to the actual item and getting whatever the promotion is of just that item to get all of that Subscribe and Save discount. In diaper land, that would be a lot of one particular size. So I know that's not always the best option, but if that helps, there is an option. So you can add it to the cart, and then from the cart, you're going to click the little box to subscribe today and save 5% and save up to 15%. Does that make sense? So you've got a little bit of the discount, but you're not getting all of the discount. So hopefully that helps explain it a little bit more. And William, with the $100 is still going to be before coupons, which is great. They always apply it before coupons whenever they're running an instant savings promotion. Go Amazon for being kind of coupon friendly in that sense. I mean, even the drugstores, CVS, when we shop online, does not give us our extra care bucks before coupons online. It's after coupons online, which is really annoying, but Amazon's done it the right way. So it makes these deals, these gift card deals, if they had a coupon on top of them, even better. Last week, Target ran one on pet items. So let's look in pet and see, because Amazon matched it as well. I'm trying to think of what that brand was, and I don't know if we'll see it 2 weeks in a row, but Blue Buffalo was running a instant savings deal. I will say Blue Buffalo is running some really high coupon codes right now, and so pairing that with an instant savings, that's really what I'm looking for. We'll come back and look at these coupons in just a second. I just want to make sure. I had a feeling it would be gone. It was there last week, but just to show you these, so Blue Buffalo, 35% off coupons right now. 4 new Subscribe and Save orders. Now, this is some high-end dog food, but that is going to stack with your Subscribe and Save. And I will mention Subscribe and Save is not always 15%. Some items are lower depending on what the item is. So with this one, I would get 35% with the coupon and another 10% with Subscribe and Save on that Blue Buffalo dog food, which is a pretty sweet price in the end. So hunting down those coupons can always be a significant savings. Andy, great question. What about items that go out of stock? So there are times that you're going to add something to your Subscribe and Save. Mine actually ships here in like 8 days, but that's not the case, right? Come April 13th, my next Subscribe and Save is May 11th. Ours is just always set to ship on the 11th. So if I add something to my cart, my next Subscribe and Save is not for like 3.5, 4 weeks. There is a chance that it could go out of stock. They will send you an email and they'll tell you this item is out of stock. We can find a substitute. And then it'll basically say, what would you like us to do? So they're also going to send you an email before it ships for you to make any changes or modify your subscribe and save. So those are two things to keep an eye out, but you're always going to have that last chance email too to log in and be like, oh, that isn't what I wanted. Or it'll even say substituted item, so you can just cancel it out. If they substitute in an item, you are not going to get the original coupon that was available for that item. So you don't want it. It would be the same if you were doing a pickup order in your local store. I wanted to use a coupon on it and you substitute in another item. I can't use my coupon on it. So I really want no substitutions locally and online. It's just not ever going to really work to your advantage when you're trying to also use coupons. I will say for all of the deals that we grab on Amazon, I feel like the last time something ran out of stock for us and we didn't get it was probably over a year ago. So it's not a very common thing for most of the items that you would be putting into a subscribe and save order. You're going to be just fine on those items. And yes, Melody, so when you choose to subscribe and save, it is not coming tomorrow. Like I just mentioned, my subscribe and save, this one says the next shipment is April 11th because ours always mails on the 11th. But if I was in here, if we were doing this video 2 weeks from now, that's going to say May 11th. And 2 weeks from now is going to be like, April I have to add 14 to that, April the 17th. That's a really long time till May 11th. So some subscribe and save items you're going to have to be okay with waiting on. And for me, a lot of times when it comes to the deals, I really am okay with waiting on them. So to explain here, two of the things that are here, my husband is trying to do a specific diet that is smoothies, 2 meals a day. Well, that gets a little expensive, but these are 2 items specifically that he can use in those. I don't need them right now. He doesn't need them for like another 2 weeks. I'm fine with putting them in here. You're seeing actually the full price for these items, but in reality, this is even lower. The McCann's oatmeal, this is a 6-pack of oatmeal. It's got a 35% coupon on it right now and a 15% subscribe and save. This is a 2-pound container of protein powder with, again, I think it's a 25% coupon and subscribe and save. So I don't need it right now. He's not completely out of it, but we can easily add it in and be ready when it does ship. And I added those in, I guess, about a week ago. So fine for them to sit there, but you need to be fine for them to sit there too. That is important to know. That's part of the perk for Amazon is that subscribe and save does only ship once a month. And so they can save some shipping money. They're going to cram these things into one box sometimes, most of the time. And you're just adding things to the order until it's going to come in the next month. Diana, what if the price changes from the time you originally ordered it? Do they notify you before shipping? So from the time I ordered it until the first time it ships, the price is not ever going to change. The price will be exactly what you ordered, even if I ordered on April 12th. I ordered it, or even April 11th. The current box has shipped. This is going in the next box a month from now. When I hit that button, what the pop-up window tells me I'm going to owe is what I'm going to pay. Now, the price is going to change between now and the second order. I'm going to lose the coupon that I used, but the price for the actual item could increase as well. They will notify you if the actual price increases, but you don't want the second order because I don't have the coupon on the second order. That's the whole reason I grabbed it in the first place. So your goal really is to never get the second order. So that's not an issue. The price is not going to change on the first order. What you locked in is your price for that first order. So you're safe. And then you're going to cancel it before the second order, or that's the goal. And then Melody, what if you have Prime? These are not, so subscribe and save orders are not Prime shipping. Not going to come any faster. This is just how subscribe and save works, is that you are adding things into your subscribe and save order, and they are going to come as you have placed them to come at a specific time. If you want to order other things, they're going to come right away, but they're not subscribe and save. So that's the intent from Amazon. These only come once a month. Doesn't factor into your Prime orders on that one. And that's why this isn't required for Prime. You can use subscribe and save and not have a Prime membership. And if they substitute an item, William, does the price change? I'm trying to think back to the last time Amazon did try to substitute an item. I do feel like the price was different than the original items. It was basically like hey, this 3 count is sold out and we found a 4 count from the same brand and we've put it into your cart, but it wasn't the same price. So that's why they're sending you an email to verify that you want this new product and to notify you that the price has changed. And then they're going to send you that email as well to manage your subscription. And yes, you could come in and modify the dates of your subscribe and save to get stuff earlier if you wanted to. I want to say it's under settings where you're going to come in and you're going to modify the actual date. So we're here on the 3rd. I can't actually make it come any earlier, but if I was ordering something, this is under settings and subscribe and save that I could kind of change it. It's just, not happy if I wanted to go beyond anytime. If I want the item right away, it says click edit subscription and make it a one-time order, but it will let you modify it beyond the 11th if that day, for me, wasn't the ideal day. Yes, you can. So hopefully that helps to see that too. Woo, super zoomed in there. Let's see, trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. How does subscribe and save work if you are sharing the account with other family members? Okay, so when I do subscribe and save, it's going to ask you what address you want it to come to on the Setup Now page. So if I were to add in, let's say I add in 4 of these so that I can get the full discount, and I click Setup Now, that address is going to be one of the options that pops in that you're going to be able to modify where it's going. So change the address if you want to up at the top, and you're done. It's going to go somewhere else. Now, if you change the address, so for you, if I'm working, well, let me back up first off and really answer the question. Let's just start over here. If I share the account with multiple people, for example, our teenagers are added in as our family members right now. They have their own login. So if they go and try to order things, their account is actually set to trigger an approval from us. They cannot order something unless I approve it. It's my credit card, so this is only fair in life, right? But they have their own login. So they're not really even seeing our subscribe and save items. So sharing your account with somebody, that's not going to be an issue. I can actually add family members to my account that have a completely different login. So I mentioned earlier that my dad and stepmother had been on our Prime account for years. They had their own login. I really am still baffled as to why they felt that they needed to go and pay for their own Prime account, but they felt that they did. Years that they had been in there. That's fine. So you can do that though. They're never even going to see your subscribe and save orders. They can't even see your wish lists. So that was the reason that we set it up, was my teenagers wanted to create some wish lists for college. They did it thinking I would be able to see them. I'm like, no, sweetheart, you still have to share that wish list with me, with my account. So they're still in there. It's still part of our account, but separate at the same time. So do not be afraid that your subscribe and save orders are going to end up at somebody else's house. But you can adjust where every single subscribe and save order goes. And that's where what I was showing you. But here's the warning on that. To get the big discount, you have to have 5 items going to that address. So the address, humorously, for all of our subscribe and save orders is an address that has, my husband has put an extra name on the end so that if anything comes with that address, I won't open it. And it says, Christmas, Jenny Christmas. So I will not open that box. Well, somehow that became the address that all of our subscribe and saves are stuck under. And if I want to go in and change it so that I don't keep thinking I'm getting Christmas presents and it's really like a toilet bowl cleaner, that happened last December. He's like, oh, it's another present for you. Oh, it's toilet bowl cleaner. Yeah. I would have to go in and manually change every single subscription that sits in our account. And you already saw we have a lot that sit in our account and I just skip them and move them around. So I don't really want to do that. So you're not going to really mess with the address. It's going to be just fine. But you do want at least 5 items coming to that address. So hopefully that makes sense. And no, toilet bowl cleaner is not for Christmas. That is a really bad way to get on not your wife's happy side. Okay, so Jolene says, if I need pet food quickly, I should not sign up for Subscribe and Save, right? When I placed my first Subscribe and Save order, I assumed it would be shipped right away, not 2 weeks early. So yeah, if you're almost out of pet food, I'm not going to want to do that as Subscribe and Save. But I would still recommend, Jolene, that you are grabbing it when it's got a really great coupon on it, or you're doing Subscribe and Save for that next order, right? Our goal in everything we buy is to not have to run out of it. Because when we run out of it, we are paying top price for that item to come. So having that Subscribe and Save option is saving you a chunk to do that. It's just maybe not saving you right now. If we're desperately out of pet food, then no, I'm going to need to go ahead and order that right now. And a tip for you on that one in particular, talking pet food, this is not Amazon, but just if I'm completely out of pet food, I want it, this would even be kind of ASAP on that side, is taking advantage of Petco or PetSmart. Both of them, if you order online for an in-store pickup, they automatically knock off quite a bit on the pet food when you are doing a in-store pickup. So I'm just randomly clicking on something here just to give you an idea. But if I were to select to put this in the store, I'm going to automatically get 15% off of that pickup order just to do pickup. And you can even do curbside pickup on that for these stores too. They all still offer it. So this is Petco. PetSmart offers the same type of discounts where maybe I am going to get, this is even running a 20% off when you put it in your cart. That's going to stack with this pickup offer as well. So this is just a random product, but if I am looking for pet food in particular, since you mentioned that one, I might not do Amazon for my immediate order on pet food. I'm not going to be able to use a coupon. I'm not going to be able to use Subscribe and Save. I might actually look at that local pet store that's going to offer me a really good discount to do that curbside same day pickup. Another one though, as we talk about Subscribe and Save, guys, everyone offers Subscribe and Save now and the same rules apply. So I could even do Subscribe and Save through Petco or through PetSmart. And I'm going to get 35, even sometimes higher than that on that first auto ship order. Set it to come in 6 more months. Go in and cancel at some point so that the shipment doesn't come back to you. You are going to get a really great price to do that. So always taking advantage of Subscribe and Save whenever it's an option is a really good way to save. Oh, and you never see a coupon for Rachel Ray cat food. You know what? Rachel Ray used to have coupons on her site for cat food in particular. So let's see if we can find any. They used to have printables on their site. So kind of hunting to see what's still available from Rachel Rayland. I know that they have printables for the dog food. But I would check their website because they've only offered as printables for a long time now to see whether or not they have any printables. I'm kind of doing a quick search, but this was just typing in Rachel Ray cat food and seeing what pops in. Cat food and treat coupons. So you can plug in your name and address, and I'll stick this in the comments for you too, just so you can see it. Plug in your comments and they will mail you some coupons. So maybe that will help too. Royal Canine also is one that I would probably plug in and see if they would mail you some offers. Anytime you have a brand that you love, that's a really big tip in terms of finding coupons is to contact the brand online, Facebook message, calling them. A lot of those brands will send. Royal Canine is another one that I would highly recommend going to Chewy, doing an auto ship, getting the auto ship, canceling it, heading to Petco, doing an auto ship, canceling it. Once you've canceled it past a couple months, you could literally go back to Chewy, do an auto ship, cancel it. You could kind of play this auto ship game, taking advantage of those 35 and 40% discounts on that really high-end food from the various places, all offering auto ship discounts. So play the game. You don't have to get them again. Set that auto ship really far out so that you have plenty of time to think about canceling it. Maybe even putting it on your calendar, like, hey, go in and cancel this so you do not forget is going to help too. But you're going to get some really big discounts to do that. William, good question. Are there coupons that are not related to Subscribe and Save? Yes. there are actually hundreds of Amazon coupons not related to subscribe and save. So if you head to Amazon and you just click on coupons on the top, most of what you'll see here are not related to subscribe and save. So how we got to subscribe and save was actually over here on the the left-hand sidebar and clicking on subscribe and save. But you're going to find a ton that have no relation to subscribe and save at all, unless you're in this particular category, subscribe and save coupons. There are even grocery coupons that do not require subscribe and save. So this is 40% off of Annie's Bunnies. Once we click on it, it does say it. And sometimes it's hard because you didn't think you were there. You'll have to play around with them too. You weren't in the subscribe and save section, so you felt like you were good. But there are plenty that do not require. There are a lot of dollar off offers as well. So this is Occuvite, $5. So as you just play around, you'll see most of these as I click on them humorously are messing with me. But they are there. A lot in the grocery section obviously are with subscribe and save. So as I mentioned it and we spent a lot of time on it, there's a reason for that. It's a really good way to make sure that you're saving on Amazon, fully taking advantage of all the discounts that they're going to give you. Oh goodness, Jolyn, your printer stopped working when you were forced to install Windows 10. I understand. Well, don't worry about printing those cat coupons. Put in that form and they're going to mail you the cat coupon. So you're going to be safe on the printing there, and hopefully that will make it a little bit better. But you may also want to just try to reinstall your printer by Googling the name of your printer and getting a new driver. Hopefully that's not too far above your talents. But a print driver, a new driver, is really just a new software for your printer, and see if that will make it work with Windows 10 again, and you can print all over again. Okay, guys, I had one more thing and I pulled it up so I wouldn't forget, and that was, it seems pretty basic, but as we talk about saving on Amazon, I do want to mention that you can get Amazon gift cards in the grocery store. So if you are shopping at Kroger or you're heading to a store that's offering like a gas incentive, guys, they sell Amazon gift cards. So there's a whole section of Amazon gift cards, and I can grab these and still get Kroger fuel points for them. So I can turn around and load these into my Amazon account permanently. I don't even have to remember that they're there. They're just saved for the next time that I want to use them. But if I'm planning on doing a lot of shopping on Amazon, I've already got, I'm like doubling up my savings, right? I'm hopefully going to get a really great deal on what I'm grabbing. But I started by going to Kroger and getting a discount on my gas. So if Kroger is running 4 times the fuel points, you buy a $50 gift card, that is a chunk of savings on your gas. So just keep that in mind. A $50 gift card, for example, is worth 20 cents off a gallon of gas, up to 30 gallons of gas. I don't even have a car that takes 30 gallons of gas, but I can fill up my car and have my husband's car waiting for a few more gallons. So always grabbing gift cards before you're going to make any online purchase, and Amazon is included in that, is a significant way to save. The Amazon credit card can be an additional savings as well. When you pay on Amazon with the Amazon credit card, you do earn an extra 5% back in credit to use towards future Amazon purchases. I wouldn't recommend using that outside of Amazon. It's really just an incentive on Amazon. The earnings that you use for your outside of Amazon purchases are meaningless. So it needs to be your Amazon credit card, and that's all that you're using it for. But it is a good way to get some extra credit there as well, using that Amazon Prime credit card or just Amazon credit card in general. Okay. So that is a chunk of information. I hope that this helps you. Oh, and thanks, Carl, for that clarification. He says that Kroger fuel points is up to 35 gallons. I knew it was higher than our tank. I could not remember the exact number off the top of my head. Esmeralda, I have not mentioned that. She says, I just joined in the live stream. Not sure if it was mentioned earlier, but have I spoken about Amazon Shopper Panel app? I got at least $10 a month to use on Amazon, and I've not spoken about it. And we're kind of out of time for tonight, but we can totally go there or start there next week. And to my knowledge, that is one that is only open for new members at certain windows. So it's whether or not you have an invite or whether you're kind of on the list for it being opening. So it's not something that everybody can go and sign up for right away. But it is there as an option too. And Kathy, last question here before I end it. Is there a Sam's Club membership deal? So there's a standing deal for Sam's, Kathy, that is 50% off of a membership. That's about all that we're really seeing from them right now. So it is buying the membership and paying basically $25 for the membership. I will put a link in on the comments for you guys on that one too. This is the best offer that we're seeing from them. It's not really changing much, but that is the deal that I would go ahead and grab. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'll be back on tomorrow at 1 o'clock for all of the drugstore deals in CVS and Walgreens this week. If you've got any new topics that you would love us to cover in Q&As, I am happy to do that. One thing that I mentioned earlier was doing a Q&A on the differences between Walmart Plus and Amazon Prime. And I think that's a great idea. So we'll probably go there next week as our topic, kind of breaking down those two programs and figuring out which one might be the better option for you. So thanks for joining me tonight. Feel free to share this with friends. We are all shopping on Amazon. We can all use to save a little bit more money. So hopefully we can help them too. So y'all have a great night, and I will talk to you again soon.